Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel, TammyTalks here. Love is Blind, Season 4, Episode 12, Eternal Bliss. You know who didn't get Eternal Bliss? Micah. Because that karma said, hold on girl, don't get too excited. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns on various TV shows, scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So, if you enjoy that type of content and you have been rocking with me this entire time with Love is Blind, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button because this live reunion is Sunday. We are going to be recapping the episode right after that live reunion goes off. So, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. Subscribe. Thumbs up the video if at any point I make you smile, laugh, cringe, whatever. Go ahead and do that. And then, as usual, hop in the comment section, y'all, because we're going to talk about this below. Karma. But we'll get there. All right, so Chelsea and Kwame. So Kwame actually says, I do. Shockingly, Kwame says, I do. So while verbally, he's saying, I do, his body language is screaming, I don't. He does not like that woman. Kwame does not like this woman. So at the end, she kept saying, my husband, and I'm your what? He was like, your wife. He does not like her, y'all. I feel like Kwame is doing this because he cares enough about her that he does not want to embarrass her. But that man is not in love with her. He's just not. Chelsea is so cringe to me. Oh, girl. I'm happy that she got the wedding that she clearly has wanted forever. But she is so cringe to me, y'all. Who is it, me? Wasn't it cringe to y'all? I don't know. I feel like we didn't even see their reception. Did something happen after the wedding? I don't remember us even really seeing much of their reception. But they got married. So as of right now, we are 1 for 4. Okay? We then get to Micah and Paul. So Micah is talking with her little hating ass friend Shelby and them, you know. Shelby's cool until she get a little liquor in her. And she's saying that she wants to make sure that he is saying yes because he honest to God wants her and not because he just doesn't want to lose her. And I'm like, well, why are you saying yes? I feel like I don't know, whatever. But she wants to make sure that he is saying yes because he absolutely wants to be with her. And it's not because, I don't want her to get away. So she then goes on to say that she elevates him in his style. Girl, bye, Micah. Because it's like you can really be having a good moment and then you put a little bit too much dip on your chips, sis. Like, why did you even have to say that? He likes his style. He likes the way where he is right now. Like she gets on my nerves. So Paul is struggling. We can tell that it's very clear Paul's gonna say no. Very clear. Paul is telling all his friends how, life is life. And they like, oh, that ain't how you usually talk. What's good with you? You're different now. Do you like the different you? Like his friends can see the change in him since he's been with Micah. Is it a good change? We don't know. Is it a bad change? We don't know. But it's definitely a change in the shift because his friends are able to notice it. So he says that he does not know what he's going to say, but he knows that he just does not want to lose her. I said, girl, not her biggest fear. That is literally her biggest fear. So his mom comes in and tells him anything outside of a yes is a no by default. Keep that in mind. You are not going to be able to say no and then expect for y'all to keep dating or, keep going on with this thing. That's not going to happen because it's not something that y'all have already discussed. He then talks to his father and his father's wife, and his dad is like, his parents, you can tell that everybody is tiptoeing. Nobody wants to be like, say no. Nobody wants to say yes because you don't want to be the person. You don't want to be the person that has gotten into his head and made him, try to sway him either way. Trust your gut. Go with your instinct. I feel like in these marriages, in these instances, If your gut instinct is to say no, say no. If your gut instinct is to say yes. That's how I feel when it comes to Love is Blind. That's just me. So we finally get to the altar, and Micah's nervous laughter, Lord. So she is walking down the aisle with her father, and the way that she is just laughing and giggling and kikiing, I said, ooh, girl. You can't fault people that have a nervous laugh, but it's also like, how? Yikes. So they're doing they did like their little vows, and they weren't all that. They were I feel like they were just kind of basic. So it comes time for Micah to say whether I do or don't. She tells him the best thing that she can do for the both of them is to give him the opportunity to answer first. And in that moment, I think Paul's maybe, his maybe shifted to a no. I think in that moment, Paul's no became very deafening. You know what I mean? So he tells her, I love you, but I do not think that we can choose each other right now. He was like, we just aren't there. Micah immediately, like her eyes well up. I said, oh shit, she really liked him. So her eyes immediately well up, start to get a little red, but she holds it together. And she said that she knew that this is what he was going to say. So then it goes on to what everybody does now. Let's shit on you. I never felt safe. I never felt, chosen. And girl, don't do that. Don't do that. Paul has never once made you, from what we can see, Paul has never once made you feel as if you were a second choice or anything of the sort. You're just trying to save face right now. You're just trying to save face. And she said that in this moment, him saying no validated everything that she was feeling, and she runs out. Hating ass Shelby is laughing and smiling. This is exactly how I wanted this to go. You wanted your friend to get embarrassed? You wanted your friend... Girl, what the fuck is wrong with you, Shelby? You wanted your friend to get embarrassed? For somebody to say, this is exactly how I wanted this to go, what? All of Micah's friends are laughing. It's like I was floored, y'all. I could not believe this. So Paul follows after her into, like, I guess the bridal room, and he is just staring at her, very much giving Zach. And she tells him, I don't want you here. He then asks her, do you hate me right now? Don't ask her no stupid shit like that. You know she's pissed. You know she's hurt. You know she's embarrassed. Hate might be up in there. It might be up in there, Paul. So he then asks her if I made the wrong choice. I think you should leave, Paul. I was with Mike. I think you should leave right fucking now. Go Paul. So her crew comes in. You can see her friends still in the back laughing and smiling. So then her mom he's an idiot. Everybody. Cut the camera, y'all. Go to the next wedding. So in her confessional, Micah says she feels broken and like a disaster. Paul said that her love didn't always feel reciprocated. So he felt that he was pouring love into her. He did not feel as if he was getting that same amount of love and adoration back. So he did say that saying no did absolutely break him down to pieces. I said, oh yeah, you didn't seem too broken up about it. He then said he struggled with envisioning her as a mother and that she does not have a nurturing aspect. I said, well, damn. Yikes. I say this is karma, and I'm not laughing at Micah's feelings for being hurt whatsoever. Because that's embarrassing. I'm not laughing at that whatsoever. But this is karma. Because you all but bullied Paul into picking you. All but bullied him into picking you while then turning around and disrespecting Amber in the process. Then after Paul did pick you, you further disrespected him while disrespecting Chelsea because you and Kwame were constantly in each other's face. And you can't say that it was all Kwame. Micah was a very willing participant in that. At no point did Micah ever say, you know what, this is inappropriate. We need to not do this. Maybe we should separate. You know, she was always a very willing participant when it came to the disrespect of it all with Kwame. This is karma. Because you and Irina thought for sure that y'all were going to get to the end. And y'all were going to get y'all happily ever after. And I get, yes, she apologized now. I did a whole video on the apology. But this is well after this wedding. Okay? I just kind of feel like this is karma. I'm not laughing at her for being embarrassed and humiliated and all that type of stuff. But this is karma. You couldn't have thought that the way that you acted in the pods and then out the pods and then even up until kind of very recently that you were going to just come out of this unscathed and get your happily ever after and all this other type of shit. Let's be real. People are giving Kwame so much hell because he lives in Portland and signed up for a show that was in Seattle that was open to the Portland area. And he's kind of iffy on moving when you have Micah that spends half the damn year down in Arizona. Why did she sign up? If you're going to come in and expect whoever you're with to want to split half their time in Arizona. Why isn't she catching the same amount of hell for that? I don't get that. Nonetheless, this is karma at its finest. Bye, girl. Bye, girl. Bye, girl. So next we have Tiffany and Brett. And I told y'all this was clickbait. This scene up here where we see Tiffany saying, crying about this is how this is supposed to go, blah, blah, blah. It is just her being excited, overwhelmed for the day. I don't think there was ever a doubt in her mind that she was going to say yes or that he was going to say yes. Down at the bottom, we have Brett, who did have, a little bit of a situation with his tux. But he tells his guys that she is absolutely the one with absolutely no doubts. We knew that they were going to make it. We knew. So Brett meets Tiffany's father. He's a handsome older man. I know he was something back in the day. So we find out that Brett's mother has a mental condition. So that would make sense why we have not seen her on here. And he said that what he has admired the most is how his father has stood by his mom's side. Even when they lost everything, they had to move in with their grandparents. His mother never left his father's side and vice versa. So he asked for Tiffany's hand in marriage from her father, who does give it to her. They have a good connection, a good rapport, a mutual respect for each other. Things are going great. Brett is then upset that his Texas pants do not fit. So he takes his ass right back to a tailor and gets them tailored. My thing is, Brett, you didn't try these on until now? When my brother got married, I went with him, and my mom, my dad, we all went with him when he went and picked up his tux, and he tried it on then and there. And this was a day. Did something fall on my mom? This is a day before. Oh, that gum. I had some gum in my mouth, y'all. I was trying to swallow it. This was a day before the wedding even happened. So the fact that Brett waited until now in the wedding suite to even try that, to put that on is crazy to me. So he's kind of freaking out about it. And before somebody says he's gay, because y'all keep trying to put that on him for some reason, he's a designer. Of course he's going to want, on top of that, you should just want your tux to fit the way that it's supposed to fit. I feel like if women can get all hot in the pants and, want to make sure that their dress is perfect, a man should do the same when it comes to his tux. That's just me. So then we find out that Marshall came to the wedding to support. Marshall said, it's kind of bittersweet. It's very reminiscent of what could have been, but I like their friendship. I like their bromance. They have had each other's back the entire time, and I appreciate that about them. I appreciate that. So we get to the altar, and Brett cried as she was walking up the aisle, and that's when I said they both about to say yes. Because when a man cries when you're walking down the aisle, that is love, y'all. I want you to have a nasty cry when I walk down the aisle. So their vows were beautiful from both of them, and they both say yes, which we knew they both would say yes. So it was not a shock. It wasn't a surprise whatsoever. Wasn't a surprise whatsoever. Beautiful, beautiful couple. Black love. Y'all know how we do over here. So then we get Bliss and Zach. So Zach is talking to his friends and he's giving the same old tired speech about how, we both are owls. And owls are this and we're both owls and we the same song that we like, all the same stories that we have heard him say at the bachelor party and that we have heard him say to his family. Those are the same two stories. The same two stories that he has to tell. The same two he tells over and over. What else do you like about her aside from the fact that y'all are owls and that y'all, wanted to dance to the same song? What else is there that is attracting you to Bliss? So his friend then said, why didn't you choose her first then? I said, I would like to know too. So he says, well, we got in an argument about how we grew up and I thought her family was going to judge me. And they were like, judge you from then or judge you now? I just feel like that's the cop out. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what y'all say. I feel like the fact that he keeps using that, I thought her family was going to judge me, that is a cop out to me. Whether y'all want to admit it or not, that is a cop out. It's a cop out. It's a cop out. Find a new reasoning. And then we get Bliss. I did not like her dress. I didn't like anything of it. But he said that he felt that she was dismissive. You've been dismissive to whatever. You have been dismissive to Bliss. Anytime she wants to talk about her feelings or how she feels second choice or whatever, you are extremely dismissive about her feelings. And I saw that he, watching back this season, he acknowledged that and he actually issued an apology. So we then see Bliss talking to her sisters, her friends, and her mom. They're all excited for her. She's excited. Okay. Before they even get to the altar, as they're walking down the aisle, Bliss's mom and dad, I should have got a picture of this. Bliss's mom and dad are fighting for the last word. We love you. Okay, we do, but I love you too. I cannot, I'm so emotional. I got a tear in my eye. Never mind. I said, what's going on here? I understand why y'all are divorced now. But Bliss is, while her mom was like encouraging her and letting her know, I got your back, I love you, you're beautiful, whatever, this is going to work. Her dad, on the other hand, was like, don't settle. Hope he can keep up with you. Hope he can do this. This might not work. Your family always got you. Like it was. At this point, Daddy Bliss, you need to just be walking your daughter down the aisle and supporting her. Like, you done said all you needed to say. She don't need that shit in her ear right now. So their vows were weird. Not that their Bliss's vows were weird. At no point did we hear Bliss say how much she loves him, how he makes her better, or anything like that. Bliss's vows were weird. I really think Bliss went through with this just to be going through with this. I do. I think Bliss went through with this because she didn't want to look like the girl that accepted the second proposal and then at the end didn't go through with it. But she I don't know, she just does not seem into it. She does not seem into it. So let's give some predictions by the time the reunion happens, which is going to be Sunday. I do think Brett and Tiffany are still married. I absolutely do. Chelsea and Kwame, I do not think they are still married. I'm going to say no for them. Bliss and Zach, I do not think they are still married. And then I guess we're going to find out that Josh and what's her name? Jackalire are now married. So, let me know what you guys thought about the weddings. I thought they were boring. I thought this was an extremely boring finale. I just did. So, hop in the comment section down below. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed any part of it. If you have not already subscribed, y'all, subscribe to the channel so you guys are ready for when we talk about this reunion on Sunday, because this reunion is going to be crazy. I can feel it. Catch you guys in the next one.